Alright, so what I have here is a project I've been working on, about halfway done right now. It's for a client that's out in India, and what it is a German translation. So it's like a meeting that these people are having, and then somebody's giving a presentation, I think, and there's different speakers at a table. So what you can see here is, duration of this, the original transcript, because the video's in German. And what they've done is, for me, is they've gone ahead and translated everything. There's different speakers, like I said, so I've laid those out. These are each one that appear in the script. These numbers here, and the client's okay with me doing this. They don't necessarily want me to change my voice to a different character, but I go ahead and I lower the pitch or raise the pitch. And I've kind of just decided what those numbers are going to be. They're not exact. They didn't tell me what they wanted, so that's what I'm going to send them. I'll probably send them this so they can see exactly what I'm doing. But what they do is they send me this script. It's got all the stuff that I need in it. Once I record this all, so I record all this column. I've done that in this program. This one's called Acid Pro. It's just a DAW, a digital audio workstation. So all I do is record everything in this program. I'll take out all the mistakes, and I'll condense it all down to this. So this file is about 37 minutes of finished audio. Once I render it from this program, I'll go ahead and take it to this other one called SoundForge. This is where I can see the waveform a lot closer and see exactly how loud it is, the amplitude, the peaks, everything like that, so I can set all that stuff. I'll use some compression, some limiting, and I'll normalize. And I don't really use many effects or processing on the final product. So during this phase here is the last part. I'll be rendering these files out. I have a large folder with about the first 37 of them. I think I'm on the number 38. Yeah, so you'll hear when I start this recording, it'll be starting on this slide. And I have to get all the way down. Before I finish, I'm got to get down to 87. So I've done a few of these already, so I'm pretty experienced at the process. Kind of got my own process. So what you're going to see now is me just going back and forth between files, and I copy them over, make them their own file. So this will be a file, this is a file, this is a file. Once that's all done, I can send the whole entire batch over to the client, and then I can get paid for it. So what I do, since this is so long, this is 37 minutes long, instead of listening to myself
And then I go back to
speaking
Workmaster.
it at a normal pace, it's pretty cool. You can slow it down. This is going to sound weird.
And then I go back to Workmaster.
That sounds like those criminal detective shows where they're interviewing people. Anyway, though, I sped it.
And then I go back to
speed it
Workmaster.
up.
And then I go back to Workmaster. I also see again, I am in my demo run 7 stream. That fits so far. After the handover of the change set, I have now so far put my changes back into the platform. The fact that I have done this now has actually the point. I want to attach my table to the coordination work item, which I got from Frank. I couldn't have made this link before because from the platform side, i.e. from the coordination work item, my changes were not yet visible because they were only available locally. Therefore, I delivered my change set, and now I will link my artifact over it. That is, the table I said, okay, it's going to complement the whole thing, but in the subject matter. I didn't want to go, but in the subject matter.
Since I have that marked out, I go ahead and I make a new file, copy it over, and then I'll just look to see if I got any big gaps
I also
that I can erase, or like breaths like this here, so I can get rid of that. And the longer you do this, you can just tell what certain things are. Like, for instance, like S sounds. This is probably an S sound because it's a real compressed piece of. This could be a CH, a TH. So this is sibilant. So that's a CH. But just based on the way stuff looks, you can tell what it's going to be, kind of. So for the next file, here's all the MP3s for this project. I'm on, let's see, what is this, 38? And then I'll just continue this.
I didn't want to go that far. Let's go to 4.3.3. There we have it. I would like to provide this artifact with a tracked by link again. So again, like, add link to artifact, and then I choose the tracked by. Where are I didn't want to go that far. Let's go to 4.3.3. There we have it. There we have it.
I didn't want to go that far. Let's go to... There we have it. There we have it.
I would like to provide this artifact with a tracked by link again. So again, like, add link to artifact, and then I choose the tracked by. Where are we? Oh, here we are. And I want to type the whole thing with an existing one. And since I have the window open, it's easiest to just type in the number now, because I can still see it anyway. So I take 2324, and I see here, these are the requirements of interface specifications. Meet 48-volt refrigerant compressor requirements. I'll put that on there. And now I see something's happened here too. There are updates. I always do that very well, and I can also see that the track requirement has been added here. I can also see that the track requirement has been added here. I would like to provide this artifact with a
It's kind of also where I do a final check on the script to see if everything's read correctly.
And what have I done now? So why did I practically link this artifact multiple times? One is this transfer to the other artifacts, that is, the connection of these linked artifacts to each other. And it also transfers my artifact into the work item as a track requirement, so that Frank can evaluate it in the next case when he checks whether I work properly. Now that I'm done with this, I set my status to send to review here in the work item and then give the ball back to Frank. So now we have seen that the system requirements were passed to the component in the end. Someone from the BTV. Now that I'm done with this, I set my status to send to review back to Frank.
Alright, I'll do one more.
So now we have seen that the system requirements were passed to the component in the end. Someone from the BTV made some other additions with variant control and everything. The requirements have been transferred back to the system for verification by SV2. So actually, the handover of requirements from the humidity control system is finished. The creation of the KLH is finally completed. Now, the BTV has the possibility to have a final look over its specification and to see if it has everything so far complete, or if it has forgotten anything. And in this case, he would do that again briefly. So the specification is at least so. And in this case, he would do that again briefly. So the specification is at least so far through with me. And in this case, he would do that again briefly. So the specification.
Alright, gotta mark it first. .
And briefly.
Okay, so I'll make another one where I show you how I change the pitch of the voice. It's really simple. Maybe I can show like how I take it from this and master it to something that looks like this. So that's all I wanted to show. Thank you.